Time management. Time management definition is the process of planning and exercising conscious control of time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. Learning outcomes. Explore time management tips and strategies. Consider how your priorities impact your time. Understand the relationship between goals and time management. Understand the relationship between procrastination and time management, and learn specific time management strategies to achieve goals. Tips on managing your time effectively. To ensure success on managing your time effectively, here are some tips. First is always to plan ahead. Make sure you have enough time for everything you set out to do. 2. Set your goals and arrange them so that you have enough time to complete each goal. 3. Minimize distractions or eliminate them completely. That way you'll stay on task. 4. Keep track of the time you spend on each task to ensure you can accomplish them in a timely manner. 5. Make sure you are not overwhelming yourself and take time for yourself to get everything done. Here I've included a short video for you to watch over time management. In this slide, I've included a chart you may have seen before. It shows how you can collectively see how many classes you are taking and how much study time you should take for each class. It's suggested that for each hour spent in class, spend 3 hours outside of the classroom to study. Look over the chart and create your own for the classes you'll be taking this semester. So you can see here at the very top left, for full-time, that's 12 credit hours. Part-time is 12 credit hours or less. And it's insinuate that you need to spend 2 hours studying for each 1 hour spent in class. Science or medical courses spend 3 hours studying for each 1 hour spent in class. For example, if you're taking English 1301, you will spend 3 hours a week in class. So you should spend 6 hours a week studying for a total of 9 hours a week in total studying for English 1301. Some examples here, you'll see STSC 0111, which is transition to college. Credit hours is 1, and then classification is college readiness. So this is trying to get you to be college ready. And then the explanation for that is no college credit applies to financial aid, and this is not calculated in your GPA. Math 0361, which is developmental math. Credit hours 3, and college readiness. So once again, this applies to get you to be college ready. There's no college credit. It applies to financial aid, and it's not calculated in your GPA. This is an old form. So for the math, you might be taking math 0214. So that one would be worth 2 credits, not 3. English 1301, English Comprehension 1 is level 1. So that these are like freshmen. 3 credit hours. And once again, the classification is freshman, and you'll get college credit. For biology 1408, biology 1 for non-science major, level 1. So that just means freshman. You'll get 4 credit hours. The second number will determine how many credit hours you'll get. And that is a class and laboratory credit. Economics 2301 is the principles of macroeconomics. This would be a level 2. And you would get 3 credit hours. And this would be considered a sophomore level course. And this you'll get college credit. Evaluate how you spend your time. Look for time that can be used more wisely. When you are waiting somewhere, you don't need to just sit there with nothing to do. Always take something along to do, such as a report you need to read, a checkbook that needs to be balanced, notes you need to review or rewrite. Make to-do lists, organize your thoughts or assignments, or shopping list. Or you can also take your syllabus, look at it, and then see what the deadlines are for the projects or assignments you have, and put them into your calendar on your phone if that's something that you do, or you can write them down in your planner if you have that. Typically what I most of the time recommend is if you have PowerPoint presentations or you have an ebook, to have that on your phone so you can look at it if you're in line somewhere just kind of waiting. If you have a moment to look over the page, at least looking over some slides or reading some paragraphs in a book will be helpful while you're waiting. When setting goals, it's important to think about how you will manage your time wisely. 1. When you are waiting somewhere, you don't need to just sit there with nothing to do. Utilize that time to take notes, review, plan, or catch up on tasks. 2. Always take something along to do, such as a report you need to read, flashcards you need to memorize, review, or formulas to remember, and other notes you need to review or rewrite. 3. Make to-do lists, organize your thoughts or assignments. 4. Set a schedule to remain on task. Utilize your technology to assist you to stay on task. To make sure you're using your time in the most effective way possible, look for activities that you can hold off in exchange for activities that are due more urgently. Or if there is time in between activities, use that time to study or take notes. There are always pockets of time in which you could be using the time more effectively. For sometimes when you're waiting, you don't always necessarily want to be looking at your schoolwork, or you don't have the mental ability to focus on what you're looking at. And during those times, I would say it's okay to look at something that you would look at if you were getting distracted while you were sitting somewhere and studying. So that can be looking at something on Instagram or TikTok or on YouTube. But just make sure that you look at it in that time that you're waiting and don't get distracted by it and wait longer or stay there for extended amount of time. Time management and procrastination. When allocating your time, it's important to think about what is holding you back and how you can eliminate those barriers. 1. Eliminate bad habits. So if I was to be honest, I could share one of the bad habits I have that I know takes a lot of my time up, and that is scrolling through Instagram and Pinterest and looking at random things that are not going to help me in any way. 2. Address unhelpful thoughts and focus. This step might be a little bit hard to do for some people because things are easier said than done. 3. Reduce stressors, keeping you from accomplishing your goals. So maybe if that's removing yourself from an office, a study area, or maybe even your house, make sure that you do that. Take the time to either come to school to study away from your home than rather going home if you're not going to be able to do your work at home or focus. 4. Do the easy things first. I always like to do things in any order, really, to be honest. But once I start completing things off my checklist, or if I have a goal that I want to do and I decide I'm going to do something, and if I get it done, most of the time I feel like a little boost. I feel like, oh my gosh, I did that. I can do anything now. So always do the easy things first, so then you'll kind of motivate yourself and feel good about your upcoming task. 5. Use a simple, easy planner to manage time. So a lot of people like to buy planners and that are pretty but don't really use them, and I actually do that a lot. And then there's other people that take the time, decorate their planner, and utilize it often. And then there's also different study methods or planner methods that you can utilize, such as a bullet notebook. And you can just look for something that will work for you, either a notebook or doing it on your phone, where you put everything you're going to do on your phone, because everybody always has their phone. Well, the majority of the time, if you're anywhere, you have your phone with you. 6. Just get started. 7. Seek help. If you need help doing something, or you know you're not staying on task, make sure that you seek help, maybe with one of your classmates, or even just visit one of the labs so that you can kind of get started. Since you're going to be in the lab, if you need help with anything, they'll help you there. This slide includes a basic time management tool for sorting out your classes, study time, and everyday life activities. Layouts like this can be easily found online or via smartphone if you have one. In this way, you can visually see what you do and do not have time for. Make sure to set yourself up for success in your everyday life and school life. So here on the left side, you can see the planner for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Depending on your school day, if you want to get one Monday through Friday, you can get that, or you can get any that works for you, including the weekends. Um, and you can just kind of fill this out. I wouldn't fill out this entire thing here personally, but if you want to, so you can see what you're doing, what you should be doing, and what you have time for, I would highly recommend this. All we can actually manage is ourselves and what we do with the time that we do have. You can change your behaviors, but you cannot change time. So that's why it's important to change your behavior to become more time effective and manage your time wisely. The most important thing is to always take care of yourself. These are a few tips that you can utilize to take care of yourself. Make sure you maintain a healthy diet. Try to exercise regularly. A healthy lifestyle improves your focus and concentration, improves your efficiency so you can complete your work in less time. Avoid illness and stay well so you can be your best. Take a walk and then go get back to work. Do some quick stretches at your workstation and then get back to work. Take a mental health day to rest and re energize. Be sure to plan it appropriately. And the other thing I wanted to say for this, if there's something that you like to do that kind of relieves your stress, if you have any, or that you just enjoy doing, make sure that you set time during your week to do that, even if you can only do it once a week because you're busy. Make sure you always take time to do things that you love so that you will be able to do other things. Be sure to complete the workshop survey and return it to the presenter before you leave. If you're doing it online, then you can just fill out a survey link. And once again, thank you for your time.